Welcome to AARP, Arizona Hispanic Connection. Educate. Celebrate. Connect. Arizona Hispanic Connection.
Welcome to Arizona Barrio Stories and Latino USA TV. We are bringing you David Paraluna from AARP, Arizona Hispanic Connection, with this segment, Salud, Dinero y Amor. We love when he's here. He brightens the whole studio here. He has good information. Thank you for being a part of it. David, welcome, welcome. What do we have today?
We have a little bit more of the same, but today we will be explaining some strategies to maximize your benefit, primarily your Social Security benefit. And just from the conversations that you and I have had, I see that you are familiar with some strategies in maximizing your benefit.
What you say here is sinking in. Yes. And so thank you for enlightening our crew, and thank you for giving us these nuggets.
In this program, we would like to explain some strategies that can maximize your Social Security benefit. We would also like to talk about some provisions, a couple of them. One is called the windfall elimination provision, and then the other one is the government offset provision. And then we're going to talk a little bit about taxes, because Social Security, the money that you get from Social Security, could be taxed. Many people might not know this, but it could be taxed. So, and I am very, involved with this retirement bound topic over the few months that we've been dealing with this topic. And I get calls, and I see how crucial it is to handle this retirement situation well, when to retire, when to apply for benefits, because taxes could be a big issue. Let me just give you an example. Let's say that you are planning to leave work at 62, or let me put it in another way, before 65 when Medicare hits, and you happen to have insurance through your work. What are you going to do, right, from that time to 65? What if you have your spouse in your policy? What is she or he going to do? So, big decision, right? So this kind of forces to see, on the one hand, Medicare at 65 as a kind of a key date, right, in reference to insurance. How am I going to have insurance, right? If I drop my job, drop insurance, you may get COBRA. I'm sure you have heard of COBRA, right?
Yes.
But that means you pay full price. You can still get insurance, but it'll be full price. So my point is that this strategies of when to retire, when to apply for benefits is crucial. It's very crucial. My wife and I are in conversation with her brother, and he's into that kind of situation right now where he has 3 benefits coming his way. If we count the spousal benefit, that could be 4. But then Medicare, he's ready for Medicare. The wife is not. Then she's going to have to go to the marketplace known as Obamacare to buy insurance. If you have too much income, you don't get subsidy. So it's very, very interesting how having strategies is important. How does that sound so far?
So far, it sounds good. I mean, like I always say, you don't know what you don't know until you need it. And these strategies, I know, are going to help somebody out there.
And let me also say this, Irma. If folks that depend on Social Security for a large part of their retirement income, they particularly need to pay more attention to this. because they could be losing out on, I'm not kidding you, but they lose about 25% of their Social Security benefit if they get it early than if they get it at full retirement age. And that's going to be the first thing that we would like to address. And I have to go a little quick because my introduction was a little bit long, right? So in Social Security, there are at least 3 key days or times where you can apply for benefits. At full retirement age, and people born in 60 and after, their full retirement age is 67, they will get 100% of their benefit if they claim it at 67. If they claim it at 65, they will lose out about 25% of the benefit. But let's say that somebody's really, they had a difficult job, very physical, straining jobs. They can't do the same job anymore. They might not have a choice. They might have to go with early retirement. Very important. So full retirement age will give you full benefit. Early retirement will give you reduced benefit. Very important. And there's also something called delay retirement. So if somebody, why do you smile? Are you waiting for that one?
Yeah.
Oh, tell us, what do you mean by
No, keep going.
Anyway, so when somebody hits full retirement age, for every year that they delay retirement, they will get 8% increase or more. 2 years would be 16, 3 years would be 24%. But this increase, this delayed thing ends at 70. When you turn 70, you can delay if you want, but you won't get the increase anymore. So those are 3, and we're gonna show, Irma, on the video, a slide that kind of portrays, we encourage people to stop the video when they watch this show and kind of see the difference of retire or claiming benefits at 62 or 70. Let me just give you an example. Somebody getting $1,500 at 62 will get $2,600 at 70. And the same person getting $1,500 at 62 will get $2,100 at 67. We're talking about good money. So they need to consider when to apply for benefits. This is very important.
So it pays to wait.
It pays to wait. It pays to wait. However, I have to say that in the calls that I get calls from people who have very physical, difficult jobs. Their health is not in that good anymore. And that's the cases where sometimes there's no choice. They just cannot go on working, and they claim early, and they just basically close their eyes and say, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I'm sure there's many cases like that. But in as much as it is possible, picking the right strategy for your case is the best approach, right? So that's going to be a very important aspect of the decision-making process as to when it makes sense to apply for Social Security. Let's go on to the windfall elimination provision. This is a provision that a lot of people might not know, but applies to those eligible for both a pension from employer not participating in Social Security. There is such a thing. Some people have worked for a job that does not participated in Social Security, and then somehow they also got 40 credits outside of that scope of that employer, so they're eligible for both. They call double dipping. Social Security does not allow double dipping. So what is going to happen is that a percentage of the pension that did not participate in Social Security will be reduced, right? A percentage of that will be what is going to be reduced from their Social Security benefit. So the Social Security benefit could be reduced by the windfall elimination provision. I know firsthand of one case. So it can happen. Another thing is government pension offset. And this basically means that a person who has a government pension and claims not covered by Social Security, government pension from work not covered by Social Security, and if that person claims spousal or survivor's benefit, that survivors or spouse who benefit from Social Security could be reduced as well. Same kind of concept of double dipping. And then I learned that people say who have a retirement from another country, say Mexico, they contributed with Seguro Social in Mexico, they will suffer the same thing, and somehow they have the credits to get benefits from here, that a percentage of that pension from Mexico will be deducted from the percentage of Social Security from here. That can happen. Last but not least, taxes. In some instances, Social Security could be taxed. And I'll give you just the numbers real quick. The combined income of an individual making 25 to 35,000, up to 50% of the Social Security benefit could be taxed, and up to 85 of that Social Security benefit if the income exceeds 34,000. Not too difficult to exceed those amounts, right? If you get $3,000, that's $36 a year, right? So, and for couples, the combined income is 32 to 44,000. If you make that, money within that range, up to 50% of your Social Security money benefit could be taxed. And if you exceed 44,000 as a couple, up to 80% of your Social Security benefit could be taxed. So this is the sort of things that we need to have in mind when we decide when to retire. Do I get all the money that at one shot or not? And especially like 401ks, you have a lump sum of money. What do you do with it? Do you take it all? Does it make sense? Then that may put you in a higher tax bracket. That might not make sense. So what do you do with the 401k? Many people put it into an annuity, and they get not the whole money, but just payments, monthly payments, which makes more sense. But they really, really need to pay attention to these strategies, very particularly taxes, because the taxes can hurt you. There you have it.
No one wants to think about taxes, but in this case, you need to pay attention.
Yes. It's interesting that we work hard to prepare for retirement, but then the step to actually go into retirement, it's also crucial. It involves a lot of planning. It involves, doing your math and see how you can maximize your benefits, the taxes, and all the good stuff that it's involved in this process.
I call it getting your ducks in a row.
Correct.
So David, thank you for helping us get our ducks in a row. And we are going to see you very soon for our next topic.
Yes, we're going to cover other elements of the income sources that we can have in retirement.
Thank you, David.
My pleasure.
Well, are your ducks in a row? Do you know what you need to know for retirement, income? Tell you what, David's number is here. You're going to need to reach out to him or want to reach out to him. Thank you for viewing our show today. Thank you for being a part of Arizona Barrio Stories and Latino USA TV. As usual, we will see you soon.